Blasting through rear delt first. That's what most people neglect. That's what gives you that like three-dimensional bubbling look. Then we're gonna hit middle delt, and then after those two are blasting, that's when we hit our presses. A little unorthodox for most people's shoulder workouts, but to be honest, that's what the big boys are doing most of the time. The big bubbly shoulders. So let's get it. Really short rest time here, 30 seconds. I'm gonna do 7 sets here of 10 to 15 reps. Honey Rambot style, 30-second rest. It's called FST7 training. Essentially stands for fascia stretch training. Fancy way to say you're overloading the muscle with blood flow. I'm probably not going to do more than that. If you notice my hand position, it's not so much about my hand position, it's about the rotation of my humerus bone. You kind of want your bicep pointing down just a bit, and that's how you shut off your upper back muscles from taking over. The upper back muscles are very easy. Damn, I can't say upper back with gum in my mouth. Upper back muscles are very easy to take over on this exercise. So your initial thought should be flying out instead of flying back. Then you can fly back on the contraction if you want, but you want your rear delt to get hit. Bicep point down just a tad, not too much, just a tad, and fly out first, and then you can fly back. Second rest time, 30-second information. See the handles here? I actually really appreciate that Hammer Strength did this. That little bicep turn that I was talking about, these handles aren't parallel with the floor. They're slightly angled down. So when you're doing this exercise for your rear delt, you don't need to grip it. Use the outside of your hand. You fly there. You can grip a little bit, but most of the force should be on the outside right there. You're gonna feel it right in the separation of your upper tricep, upper outer head of your tricep, and that rear delt. Right in that cut. So my pre-workout was raw pump, and I did 1 scoop of pump squared, which is glycerol. They don't put it in the raw pump because the glycerol tends to clump up a little bit in the pre-workout. But when you're having any pump workout, doesn't matter what brand it is usually, you need to drink a lot of water. That's how you get the pump. We're trying to fill our shoulders up. lot of people do like fancy exercises for the sake of trying to be groundbreaking.
Yeah.
Like this really honestly has a purpose to it. Our spine is on the bench because I'm not trying to get any momentum from this. And the strength curve is different. If I'm doing side lateral raises on the dumbbells, like standing dumbbell side lateral raises, when my arm is straight with the dumbbell, nothing's pulling me in. So there's actually no tension on my middle delt. But with this, I cross them. So even when my hands are straight down, there's tension pulling me the other way. So my middle delt has tension on it the entire range of motion, throughout the entire degree. So the strength curve on this is very good. Where a dumbbell side lateral raise, you're only overloading the muscle at the top. We're still gonna do them. Still one of the best exercises, but here there's tension throughout every degree. You do not need to go heavy here. Drop set here. Again, side lateral raises, not about doing progressive overload because it's incentive to recruit other muscles so you can ride a higher number in your logbook each week. So shut your brain off of progressive overload movements for any isolated movements. Just close your eyes and put a blowtorch right on that muscle. And just let the muscle do the movement. Even if it's not full range, at the end here you see me doing partials. That's just me keeping the tension on it. But I'm gonna do a drop set here. This is my last set. So I'm gonna take the increment off and then we'll see. Alright, now my shoulders are completely fucked up. And now we press. So our egos are back at home. The reason I like behind the neck, you have to have shoulder mobility for it, but I like behind the neck because when you're behind the neck, your forearm is forced to be in line with your spine. And that's pure shoulder. I'm not trying to get any upper chest right now. Also, your elbow has to be back. So my middle delt is contracted, and middle and rear delt are contracted the entire time I'm pressing. So it's like my middle and rear delt are in isometric contraction throughout the entire rep of the shoulder. So if you look at Kevin LeBron, he had some of the biggest shoulders, and guys in the 90s, like, they did a ton of behind the neck pressing. So let's see. Kind of the same concept here that we did with the side lateral raises. We have this backrest to eliminate any hyperextension or extreme swinging. And then the strength curve on here, there's actually tension at the bottom of the rep if you set up the cable correctly. A lot of people put this too high, but when my hands are down here, there's no tension. But when I'm here, now the weight stacks up, there's actually tension at the bottom of the rep. If you're doing this, make sure you're set up to the point where there's tension throughout every degree. this, I do an upright row to get additional negatives.
Yeah, that's what I was going to ask about.
Again, because I'm usually training alone, so that's just a little tip to hit more negatives. Most people, when they're doing side lateral raises, tend to want to complete the rep so badly that they're just using trap. One of the easiest ways to shut that off is to actually learn how to do a front relaxed or any type of bodybuilding pose where your lats are out and your triceps laying on your lats, and do your lateral raise from there. Because in that front relaxed position, your trap is completely shut off. Are you going to be able to get up all the way from point A to point B? Not really, but it's more about tension than anything. So I'm going to do the first half till failure in front relaxed, and then I'm just going to bang out how pretty much everyone else does side lateral raises to extend the set.
Hey everybody, Andrew here, just reminding you to like the video, subscribe, and don't forget to hit the bell icon so you're up to date with all of our new videos. Thanks for watching.
Thanks for watching. Thanks for watching. I would love to thank my sponsors. First off, I'd like to thank my coach, Ricky Socias, Ben at Benefits Body Shop, Dylan with Optimal Performance, he's my chiro and PT. I'd like to thank Lev, the owner of Health Pack Meals, Revive DMV. I'd like to thank The Chicken Pound. I'd like to thank my wife, Drea. I'd love to thank Andrew, the man behind the camera. So, all of the discount codes and the links are in the description below. Let's get it.